But in today's changing China, Ga Sung's family has prospered. His son owns this jean factory, one of about 1,000 jean factories in Santong.
So they mainly like going to Russia and not to the west, to Russia, to Africa.
Oh, these jeans are going to Africa and Russia.
Yeah. And the local market, such as northern China.
The workers' hours are 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. Staff can come and go during the time, but they're paid by the number of jeans they produce.
It's not quite a sweet shop, is it? It's pretty just factory, full-on factory.
We're spending 4 days in all with Jason's family, and we're treated like royalty, banquets every night.
Peacock.
Yeah.
You have one top there? Menu down here too.
And it's not a wildlife park, this is a restaurant. I'm pretty glad I'm a vegetarian right now. Inside, there are even more surprises for my westernised vegetarian taste buds. Thankfully, there's plenty for a non-meat eater to tuck into. For the Chinese, food is where family comes together, business is done, and friendships are forged and cherished. Uncle Charlie heads back to New Zealand tomorrow.
Oh yeah, so how's your trip been?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's a happy occasion to reunite with all my family.
Yeah.
Because it's been over nearly 4 years I've seen them.
Yeah.
And so it's wonderful I think it makes you all happy to see the rest of your family that we don't have contact with.
Yeah.
And so it's quite a happy occasion for them as well for me, you know.
Right.
I look forward to come back again. Hey.
See you, Uncle Charlie.
Okay, see you.
Bye.
See you, Kim.
See you back in Auckland.
Yes.
Wellington.
Have a safe trip.
Sure will.
In a few short days, we've encountered the past, the ever-changing present, family, and what that means. But I still need to figure out where I fit into all of this. Jason and I have gone sightseeing to Beijing. I want to get a wider sense of China before I go to my own village and confront my heritage. I'm struck how in Jason's family, his great-great-grandfather had 2 wives. It sets me thinking how common that was in China just a few generations ago. But in New Zealand, a few decades later, secrecy surrounds someone like me, a child from another mother. And I'm amazed how strong the pull of genetics is, strong enough to bring me here in -7 degrees to see a monument that for me sums up Chinese endurance.
Pretty freezing, but pretty remarkable.
Yeah, pretty remarkable. Our ancestors are completely nuts.
Nuts.
Nuts! So I'm finally on the way to my village. I'm ready, but nervous. Of what? I'm not quite sure. With me is Janet Jo, who often takes New Zealand-born Chinese back to their ancestral villages. Each village has an administrator, and Janet will ask whether anyone here knows my family and can take me to any ancestral homes. I'm in luck. A distant in-law will take me to my grandfather's house, but I can't identify her or her husband so as not to identify my father and family in New Zealand. Doesn't matter, I'm just stoked to be here. As we walk, I learn that my great-grandfather also had more than one wife.
就呢間就係佢嘢嘅，and this is the courtyard and it's the back door there.
So whose house?
My grandfather's house.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Pretty overwhelming.
You and your grandfather's
Even this
house in China.
rooms.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, my ancestors walked here, they lived here, they cooked here, they slept here, they had babies here. It was their life.
Did you ever think you'd get here?
Never thought I'd get here. Never.
Did you feel a sense of connection?
I don't think I do right now. I feel pretty overwhelmed by it. I feel pretty emotional though, so I guess that's connection. Yeah, you don't cry for nothing. My relation takes me to pay respects to my ancestors, but I have no idea what to do.
She's going to get the jog sticks out and she'll light them up, and then what you do is you stand in front of the altar and bow 3 times. But there may be several, see the plaques there? There's several ancestors there, so great-grandparents, whoever's passed away. So she'll actually split the jog sticks and put them into the different ancestors.
Just then, my in-law's husband comes in and mistakes me for a half-sister I've never met. Janet explains the situation. Get over that awkwardness.
What do you think she just said then?
I'm pretty sure she just said that I had a different mother. Walking around, I see a photo of my father on the wall. The man told me that 7 days before my father died. He visited him and told him that he was dying, and also told him that he had a daughter who worked in television. And it just means heaps that he acknowledged me in that way. And so it made it so much easier to come back because they knew, they already knew. When we drove past the village this morning, when I looked across and saw the gate, I knew it, that it was there, that was my village. No one had to tell me. I could feel my ancestors just calling, hurry up. To be in my village is enough. Enough for me to feel connected to who I am, to look in the mirror and say, I recognise myself, all of me. My mate and I have been in China 2 weeks and it's time to go home. We saved the summer palace in Beijing for our last day. For me, the whole trip has been like a lifetime crammed into 2 weeks. It's been a hugely emotional journey for me. I guess the main point of the trip was to find my ancestral village to visit, and I got more than I expected going to my grandfather's house, you know, respecting my elders through Baisan, and just making connections with my family in the village was incredible. I love China. I really love the Chinese people. They're so warm and funny. Even with the language barrier, you know, it's just such a great place and such great people. It's cool.
I think I've learned a lot about myself being here, and also, you know, spending time with the family has been really important. We spent 4 days with them and really got to know a little bit about a part of how people might live in China, especially the growing middle class. overall, it's been a really amazing time, and I can't wait to come back.
This programme was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.